Welcome to Grow Guyana, a weekly journey into Guyana's agriculture sector, bringing you the stories and perspectives from the people that are shaping food security, climate-smart agriculture, and supporting livelihoods. I am Ramona Luti, and this week, we're continuing to hold the spotlight on the thousands of rice farmers across the country who received cash grants to help reduce production costs and strengthen the industry. We'll also examine the livestock sector's response to recent flooding, look at a major investment to expand Guyana's cattle herd, and highlight innovative farming projects helping to build a more resilient agricultural sector. We begin in Mahaicony, where rice farmers shared how the government's cash grant will support their operations.
Region 5 rice farmers gathered at Mahaicony Technical and Vocational Training Center to receive their rice relief cash grants, and the Grow Guyana team spoke with several of them.
Rice farm for about 40 years. Very good sometimes. But right now the flood gets a little busy, so we can't go back in the crop. But this for the president and the Minister of Agriculture and the GLDA board doing a wonderful job to give us this little finance. So that we go back in the crop and pay out to get and everything. Well, I wouldn't work for this crop, but for next crop I will go back all. To start cultivate the land, prepare the land to go back to the next crop. Because it's already late already, so we can't go on work. So the price of the paddy and the fertilizer and the sugar and everything, we now have to do it. But the government has helped us much try the utmost best they can do for you. So we thank them very much.
As a farmer, I proudly stand here today as a Guyanese to tell you that His Excellency has made a promise, kept his promise, and today he delivered on that promise. So we would like to say thank you to His Excellency. We also like to say thank you to our VP or Vice President who was also present there, the Honorable Dr. Bara Jagdev. And most of all, I would like to say thank you to the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Zulfikar Mustafa, who have been there with rice farmers from 2020 to present, who have been there with rice farmers in the 2021 flood, assisting us with grant as well.
I'm planting 15-acre rice, and when the rainfall heavy, it just affect a bit on the lower part of the land. They say oil probably for strawberry fertilizer and so on and things.
Following reactions, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa urged farmers to use the grants to keep production strong and continue investing in their fields.
This subsidies that we are giving to these farmers, the rice farmers, this is not a charity. It is not a political favor. It is an investment in production. You heard the regional chairman just talk about it. Use the money wisely. It is an investment in production. It is an investment in food security. We want Guyana to be the premier food producing country in CARICOM. And we will always recognize the importance of agriculture. It is an investment in the people who continue to produce despite global uncertainty. Here in Region 5 today, 1,387 farmers will benefit, the largest set in the country. You all cultivated the last crop 104,519 acres of land that were cultivated under rice cultivation in Region 5.
With continued support and expansion, the rice industry remains a strong pillar of Guyana's development. Back to you, Ramona.
The distribution also continued in Region 6, where more than 1,400 farmers received their grants. Several beneficiaries explained how the funding will help their operations.
This will help a lot because we go in a lot of expense. The rice is very expensive and the rice price is very low, right? And then the fertilizer is very gone up. We just buy for 6,000, 5,000, 7,000 for different things. Now we got over 10,000 for one bag. So far my husband shy paddy early, so we crop come good. But like one piece not been wrapped out and then my husband go back and repeat back again. And then we had a young set coming up. Now the dam for the rain, well, that is not the government fault. And the president, them that make rain fall. This money we give the farmers gonna help us a lot to go back from crop and pay workers and stuff.
And this checking will do me so good for like plant back the rice field, like our roommate, I will buy the manure, the paddy, and I will chew back. That's something I know well about the thanks to the check. And we're going to continue support the excellency in a good way and manual way.
Apart from this check, you've received
fertilizer. The government do a nice job, a good job. Because even for the government, rice farmer will suffer. Because this check do a lot of for all the week, rice farmer. It's to be all the week.
This will help me little drugs, you can help me pay workman, and you might help me, you help me run those manure as well. Plus well fuel, when I get flood, right? Sometimes you party not grow good. Now you got to buy back seed party if you throw back. That one. And sometimes if you not throw drugs in time on your land, in the water, the insect in the water eat it party because you got to drugs you party. So you gotta make sure you get enough drugs. You throw in your land, then you got to get cricket damage, you gotta buy cricket powder. But for this crop, I will go through a lot of expense for this crop. Because it costs me more expense this crop, like 100 and something extra money in fuel me have to buy. Because in the dam situation and so on, due to the rain, the dam then bad. So the tractor them want more fuel to go to the field. I feel happy, and this will help me a lot what the government give here.
In other news, recent flooding has affected livestock farmers across several regions. The Guyana Livestock Development Authority says it's been monitoring the situation and responding to reports of dead and affected animals.
The recent rains which we had. The GLDA maintained an active veterinary surveillance program, provide extension services, disease monitoring, vaccination campaign, diagnostic support, and emergency response whenever cases are reported. In addition to that, we have an active presence in all 10 administrative regions, and our system is heavily decentralized. Livestock production, like every agricultural activity, faces occasional challenges, but to suggest that the authority is absent or indifferent is a gross distortion of the reality. During the past months, the GLDA Surveillance Department would have provided surveillance to a total of 1,137 farmers and a total of 34,000, excess of 34,000 animals receive animal welfare interventions and relief effort.
Meanwhile, Guyana's livestock industry is set for another boost. 300 pregnant heifers have arrived from Brazil as part of the Ministry of Agriculture's National Herd Expansion Program. The initiative will eventually add 1,000 heifers to Guyana's breeding stock, strengthening beef and dairy production while improving genetic quality.
I just wanted to let the general populace know that the animals have arrived safely on the station. If you can look around, you'll see this is UF 717 forage. So these animals, they're now like what any cattle would do. They're just exploring their surrounding for the time being. In addition to that, all the mineral sheds and so on already have the necessary supplement for those animals. So they will pass the next few days in this paddock where they will continue to receive observation from our technical team. The animals are in the pasture, so you can rest assured we have commenced our new stage of breeding program for our beef and dairy farmers throughout Guyana.
Innovation is also transforming farming practices. In Region 10, the Watooka Agricultural Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program has successfully produced its first crop of kale using a hydroponic nutrient film technique system. The technology supports year-round production while using less water and no soil. Farmers on the west coast of Berbice are also adapting to changing weather conditions. Cash crop farmer Moses Bowman says maintaining drainage and irrigation systems has become essential to protecting crops such as sweet corn and watermelon after recent heavy rainfall. Preparing the next generation of farmers is also a priority. In Region 10, work-study students are gaining practical experience in crop production and livestock management through hands-on agricultural training. Now here's a look at the weather conditions expected to affect farmers this week. Forecasters are predicting periods of showers and thunderstorms across much of the country. Some areas could experience gusty winds, lightning, and localized flooding, particularly in low-lying communities. Fisherfolk and other marine users are also being advised to exercise caution because of moderate winds and occasional swells. And that's it for this edition of Grow Guyana, a weekly journey into the stories, people, and ideas driving the country's agricultural future. I am Ramona Luti. Join us next week as we continue to track the growth, challenges, and opportunities shaping Guyana's agriculture sector.